And what's up, everybody? I'm back, and it's that time of year again. Hold on, let me mute. Let me mute. Here we go. It's that time of year again, ladies and gentlemen. As we do March Madness, it was quite scary for us Spartan fans. And I'd just like to go on a little mini rant about the seeding. Let's just look at some of these real quick. I'm on the CBS Sports website, as you guys can see. This is mine for the the bracket challenge to go to the Final Four. We are going to do one in the server again. It'll probably have already gone live by the time this goes up, but it hasn't quite yet. This is just, and I'm going to do some others as well, but I thought I'd just do an official one for the video. But let's talk about some of these seedings real quick, okay? Let's see, where's a good one to start? First off, what the fuck is this? Texas A&M, a 9 seed? Are you kidding me? They were the next 4 out. Then another one here. What was another bad one? Gonzaga's a 5. They were projected like a 7 or an 8, and they got a 5. Are you freaking kidding me? Dayton was projected to be a 10. They got a 7. We were supposed to be like a 10. We got a 9. We're supposed to be playing, which was, people are not happy about our seeding at all. And, I'm going to disregard it because I'm just glad we're in the tournament to begin with, seeing how shit of a season we had. But, I mean, there's a few others in here that just don't make a lot of sense at all. Like, a lot of... what were you thinking, committee? Like, there were so many, like, reasonings. There's no reason why Texas A&M, who was next 4 out in, like, everybody's brackets almost, got in comfortably as a 9 seed. Whereas teams like Indiana State got left out. It just doesn't make any sense why you would do that. Like, FAU was projected a lot lower than they actually got to. I thought Nebraska would get a much higher seed than they did. So what's going on with that? Come on, people. So anyway, with all that said and done, here we go. We'll start on the East region. Easy pick there. UConn going to the next round. Beating Stetson. I don't think that's going to be... I will say I don't know if they're necessarily as heavy of a lock to win the whole thing as a lot of people think they are. Because, there's a lot of other teams that have gone into the tournament, and a lot of people picked them to win it all, and they thought, this is going to be their locks. They don't even make it past the first round or the second round. But I think UConn's going to win that one pretty handily. FAU Northwestern. I'm going to pick Northwestern there because they're a Big Ten team. I'll pick San Diego State to beat UAB, though I could see this being an upset. And do I pick this as an upset? Nah, I won't pick that one as an upset. Auburn, Yale. Auburn, pretty easy there. BYU and Duku. I don't know how you pronounce that one. Ooh, this could be another upset. We'll pick it. We'll pick that one as an upset. Illinois going to beat Morehead State probably pretty easily. Drake. Never going to pick Drake. Pick Washington State. They're a little bit of a feel-good story. We'll put Iowa State in the second round as well. I think they'll win pretty easily. I don't really know there's a good 2-15 upset projection this season. I guess we'll have to look, but definitely not that one. North Carolina going to beat the play-in winner, Howard Wagner, pretty easily. The 2-16 seeds. I have to pick us to move on to the second round over Mississippi State, even though I could see this going either way. I just think with Izzo, he's gonna pull through in this game. So there you go. St. Mary's at Grand Canyon. I'm gonna pick that as a 5-12 upset. St. Mary's, I think, is a little highly overrated, and Grand Canyon's a little bit better than I think people are saying that they are. So I'm gonna pick them and move on. Alabama, I'm going to beat Charleston. Clemson will beat New Mexico. Baylor and the Toothpaste. Now, I always usually do like a funny bracket where I pick Colgate to win it all. I don't think they've ever won a tournament game. But Baylor's a little highly rated too. I think a lot of people were surprised they got a 3. So what do I choose? Fuck it. fuck it. I picked the toothpaste. You always got to pick the toothpaste. I'm going to pick Dayton to beat Nevada and Arizona to beat Long Beach State. They're not playing Michigan, so they can't win. Houston, another win there. Nebraska, I think, is going to cream Texas A&M. I don't think they should even be in the tournament. I think Nebraska will get the win there. Now this one. Who do I pick? Ooh. I'm going to pick James Madison. Screw it. They had a really good season. Wisconsin's on a little bit of a hot streak after they've taken out Purdue in the Big Ten tournament, but I think James Madison's going to be the one to pull off that big upset there. And then Duke beat Vermont. Come on, we got to have Duke against the Dukes. I mean, come on. I got to have that matchup. Texas Tech's going to be NC State. I think their ACC tournament run was kind of fluke, and I just really don't see them going that far. I really want to pick Oakland to beat Kentucky because other than MSU, they're the only other team from Michigan in the tournament this year. But I sadly have to pick Kentucky. I can't go against Kentucky there. Then Florida against the winner of Boise State and Colorado. I think it's going to be Florida. Marquette being Western Kentucky. Shout out Poo Poo Pee Pee on the server. But I think Marquette is going to win this one. I am rooting for Western Kentucky, but I don't think they're going to actually win it. Sadly, I do have to pick Purdue to win this game. What the fuck? I don't want the matchup analysis. I guess there's the matchup analysis. Picking Purdue. Utah State, TCU. I'm going to pick TCU here. Gonzaga versus McNeese State. Or just McNeese. Fuck it. We'll pick McNeese. Kansas, I'm going to beat Samford. South Carolina is going to be Oregon. I think Oregon barely even got in. Creighton's going to be Akron. Ooh. Now, if Virginia's probably going to win this playing game. I will say that. They're probably going to cream Colorado State. That's another team that really shouldn't have gotten in at all. Colorado State had a much worse resume, I think, than Indiana State. I don't know how they didn't get in. But Virginia's probably going to win that game. They haven't had that great of a season. They're going against Texas. This could be an underrated game, but I am gonna pick Virginia. If it's Virginia, if it's Colorado State that wins that first game, you can pick Texas to win that game. But and then as much as St. Peter's will be a funny upset, I do think Tennessee will get out of the first round, even with Rick Barnes being who Rick Barnes is. So that's my first round. I didn't pick as many upsets as I thought I was going to, but I didn't, I don't know. As much as Northwestern will put up a fight against UConn, I do see UConn moving on in this game. There we go, UConn. Auburn will beat San Diego State. Illinois will beat whoever that school is called. Iowa State will beat Washington State. Fuck it! We're beating North Carolina. This is probably the best one seed for us to get, though, because UConn, we're definitely not going to fucking beat UConn. And Houston, we're not going to beat Houston. Like, those two are probably the top two. And then Purdue has our number. We're not going to beat Purdue again. And then North Carolina, though, they're the weaker one. We could definitely have a shot against them. Fuck it. We'll pick them. Alabama. I have to pick Clemson there. I'm going to pick Arizona. Houston here against Nebraska. Nebraska's good, but they're not that good. And fuck it, I'm picking the Dukes again. Because Duke is overrated this season, I think. They're always overrated, but especially this season. Kentucky beats Texas Tech. Marquette beats Florida. And screw it. This is where Purdue goes down. TCU wins. I think Purdue is highly overrated because they win a bunch of easy games with Zach Edey getting at least 20 foul calls for him per game. And it's just not going to work in the tournament. Obviously, going up against Montana State or Grambling, they'll probably be fine. But we saw what happened last season. They could very well lose in that game too. But TCU, I think, is going to come in with a little more firepower. I think they're going to beat them. Kansas beats McNeese. I'm going to pick South Carolina to upset Creighton just because I think Creighton has had a little bit of a rocky road too. So we're going to pick them. And then I will... Screw it. I'll pick Virginia to upset Tennessee as well. Because, again, it's Rick Barnes. Can't have them go that far. So we'll have them win that game. I think that was everybody. All right. UConn over Auburn. And then pick Illinois over Iowa State. I think Iowa State's a little highly overrated too. And they're definitely going to run into some high competition there. I do pick us losing to Alabama, sadly. No, I don't. Fuck it. No, I don't. Fuck you, I don't. Arizona beats Clemson. Now, does James Madison beat Houston in the Sweet 16? Sadly, I don't think so. But Kentucky beats Marquette. Kansas beats TCU. And then Virginia again. I'm picking the 10 seed as the big run here. Virginia going to the Elite 8. So here's my final four. Ready? We're going to pick UConn. I think they're going to outlast Illinois. Picking the Spartans, baby. I get revenge on Arizona for that Thanksgiving game. Big upset there, baby. And then I'm picking Kentucky to upset Houston. I don't think Houston is going to have that much firepower. I think they're going to be a little weak going in the tournament. And then Virginia's run will sadly come to an end as Kansas gets the win to go to the Final Four. So here's my Final Four right here. You know what? Screw all of you. We take out Hunter Dickinson in the finale and get the win, baby. Spartan big W's. Woo! Woo! This is my perfect bracket right here, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody can go wrong with this one. And you know what? Screw all the haters. This is it. I'm going to the Final Four. I'll see you there in the vlog. And good day. And it's submitted. See, it's picks but say boo. Yeah, baby. Whoa. Go Spartans. Yeah.